Keith Hotline Radio with your guy Keith Harris here on the Keith Harris Show GN. Now, listen, I'm really excited to introduce this young lady we have on the line. That I have on the line with me today. I'm purely I'm a fan, as a matter of fact. And there's so many things, so many different ways that I could use to describe just her beautiful personality. Some I can't necessarily put into words, but this woman is extraordinary, and I'm very excited to have her on the show today. Without any further ado, I like to do my drum roll, and I like to roll out the red carpet for the one, the only, as I said before, beautiful, multi-talented actress, director, and casting director also. She wears many hats, the wonderful Terrie and Swygart. How you doing, Terrie?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Really happy to have you on the show with me.
Oh, I'm happy to be on your show. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I got to ask you, look, the sun is shining over here. I know the last couple of days we have been having some rain, some tropical storms here and there, and all this other type of stuff. What's it looking? You're in Texas right now, right?
Yes, I'm in Stockville, Texas.
What's it looking like in Texas today, Terrie?
Rainy, thundering, lightning, just you name it, we got it. The streets are flooded. So, I'm just staying inside the house. I'm not going nowhere today.
You know what though? Other than, I guess, the people who get stuck in the floods and things like that, that rain is kind of peaceful. I enjoy it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is. Especially when you live out in the country. It's so wonderful.
Oh, wow. Just nice and peace. Only thing you can hear is the rain hitting the leaves, right?
That's it.
Absolutely. All right, jumping into the industry, to the entertainment industry, the film industry, you being an actress and a director and casting director and things like that. First of all, Terrie, kind of explain or let everybody know just how you got into the industry, because I know it was around 13 years old for you, or was it a little bit before then, or?
No, it was 13. That's when Steven Spielberg came down here to Floresville, Texas, and they filmed Sugarland Express. And I was just an extra because I was like 13 years old. I was a kid. And so he spotted me, and he picked me up. I was real tiny, and I had a bull haircut at that time. And he picked me up, and he put me on a little white fence. And he says, now this is what I want you to do. So I did it. And that's when I'm like, ooh, like this is for the cameras. Oh, yeah, I could live with this. So after everything was over with, Steven Spielberg came to my parents. And he wanted me right there and then, but my dad goes, nope, she got to finish school.
Whoa.
Sorry, but we could get her a tutor. Nope, sorry, she has to finish school. So
wow.
That's how it actually got started with me.
And you had, it's good that, and that's how the parents can be sometimes. They're like, listen, you get to school, and that's, I guess no one can knock that decision, because, hey, you're thinking about they're thinking about their child. They want them to get that education, everything like that. But what were you thinking at that time? Did you know who Steven was at that time, or he probably was making his come up back then, or did, I guess maybe people didn't know how big it would become, but what were you thinking when your parents are like, no, not yet, she's not ready yet, it's the school? Were you like, Mom, Dad, come on now?
Yeah, I was like that. I was like, come on, I didn't know who Steven Spielberg was back then. Yeah. I knew he was a director. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, because it was a show.
Right.
But I didn't know exactly who he was until now. I'm like, well, wait a minute, I know that man.
All right. Now,
my allergies, I'm sorry, but I didn't know who he was, but I was like, come on, Dad, please. Yeah. But my dad, he set me down, and we talked, and I told him what I wanted to be when I grew up. He goes, let me tell you something. He says, anybody could be anything when they grow up, long as they work for it, they put their minds to it. You know, you have to work for it. You have to work hard. You have to go out there and grab it, because if you don't, it's not coming to you.
You know what?
It's not going to come to you.
Yeah, you know, and he was absolutely right in that. And the thing about it is, later on down the road, you stay focused on what you want to do, and you continue in that. And as you see, really, there's no time lost, because look at you. You know, look at you now. You're still in the business. You're still doing what you wanted to do since a kid.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm an actress, I'm a producer, I'm a director, and also a casting director, you know. Right. So I come a long ways, I really have, and I worked hard for it. Yeah. I really did. I busted my rump off, you know. There's a lot of times, you know, I sit down and I cried because things just didn't go out the way that I thought they would have. Mm-hmm. You know, but the more people I talked to, the more I felt relaxed. It's like when I went to do the show Friday Night Lights with Billy Bob Thornton. Mm-hmm. You know, I got the chance to talk to him. Yeah. You know, and he explained a lot of things to me. He explains, you know, that even the celebrities, you know, when they get auditions for movies, they get turned down. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, believe it or not, we get turned down, and we're more professionals. I'm like, wow. You know, so that made me feel at ease. But I did what Billy Bob Thornton told me to do. Yeah. And here I am.
And you know what? And you know what? You are, by no means are you any, you know, you have actually you have picked up probably some experience or even some notes along the way from quite a few people. Even just, look, I was just looking at some of the people you're related to, Terrie. And it's just, like, it's crazy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about David Crockett. I think I read about that. Like, I think when I was growing up, I probably read a book about stories, you know what I'm saying? About, like, David Crockett. And then Billy the Kid. Holy cow. Uh-huh. Legendary people. So, it's in your veins. It's in your blood anyway, Terrie.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Now...
You know, you would really be amazed who you related to until after you get your family tree. Because I'm also related to Sam Elliott.
Right, and David Elliott, right?
Yeah, and David Elliott off of Jack, that tall, skinny, but I used to have a crush on him too. And it's like, well, my sister, she got the family tree, and it was like, you're kidding me. What? No. They're both my second cousins. Right. Sam Elliott and David Elliott, they're both my second cousins. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I had a crush on him. Oh, well, that's okay. No.
Yeah, I know, right?
I still love him. I still love him. I'm still my cousin Sam Elliott's fan. I don't care. He's my cousin.
Yeah. Hey. Now, directing. Let me ask you, when it comes to the directing part, there's a different sense, you know, from being an actress and a director for you. I have to ask you. I know you love them both. I know you love all of your positions, but which one do you have? Which one do you find that most love or just the most passion comes out? Is when you're acting or when you're directing?
When I'm casting directing.
When you okay. You know what? And look, I had left that one out, but I said to myself, okay, but now, and what is it about the casting? Is it just looking for the talent in general and just knowing what it takes, or what do you love about that?
Well, I love most about that is I get to meet interesting people on how they work, but also, you know, when I'm doing a casting for a character. I want to look for that specific thing, right. You know, and then, you know, if they can't make it, you know, I'll cut them off right there in the middle of the scene, so sorry, you can't. But yeah, I do, and there's a lot of people that I have casted that say, oh, they were fantastic, they nailed it. You know, I didn't have to cast them twice or whatever, they nailed it. And just to see the expression on their face and how happy they could be, that makes me happy because I made somebody else happy.
Right.
You know, it's like they jump up and down and, oh, thank you, Terrie, I love you, I love you. Yeah, you only love me because I gave you the part.
And then you know what? And there must be that other side of that too when they don't get the part. I mean, just is it that? Well, you know,
Yes.
I guess they sometimes with people it's the callback. You know, they're anticipating the callback, so you don't have to look at their faces at all times. But during those times, you just have to cut people off and say, "No, I'm sorry, it's not going to work." Have you dealt with some heartbreaking scenes? Has anyone ever broke down and cried on you?
Oh yes, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that got mad too. I mean, when the people got real sad and start crying, that made me start crying. You know, because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just sorry. But there's other people that I stop in the middle of the interview because they just couldn't cut it.
Right.
You know, I tell them, I said, sorry.
Right.
You're not feeling the character. You're talking. You're reading.
Yeah.
You know? And we got it. You know, they get mad about that. You know, well, you're a hard ass and yada, yada, yada. You know, I'm like, well, thank you.
Right. That's my job.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, my job is to find this character, to find the talent, to see if they can match up with this character. You know, don't read. I don't want to see you reading.
Yeah.
I want to see you being in the character.
Right.
You know, I want if you like this one girl, she had a sad character. You know, she was very sad. You know, her husband was about to go away. You know, so yeah, that's a sad part. You know, any wife's gonna cry when the husband goes away.
Right.
You know, so she just couldn't turn the tears on. You know, and I kept telling her, I want to see the tears come off and on just like a faucet. Show me.
Wow.
Show me you could be sad. You know, do drama. But she had more comical in her than she did drama.
Holy
So she
wow.
didn't cut it.
What?
You know, and she got mad about that. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, woman.
What?
Just didn't cut it.
What are some of the you know, and as a director, a casting director, I don't want you to give too much away for people, but what are some of the harder roles that you have seen people come audition for? What are some of the hardest roles that you see people able to pull off? Because I know comedy, being funny, a lot of times that's hard for people to do if they're not naturally funny. But what's some of the hardest personalities or characters that you've seen people try to pull off?
Well, there was this one character where her husband had beat her up so bad to where she ended up in a state hospital. She went crazy. And this one girl, she tried her best. I mean, she did. She gave it all she had to be that character because she really wanted that character. Mm-hmm. But she just couldn't match up because, you know, even though she actually went to the state hospital in Austin, Texas, to look at this girl, to talk to this girl, you know, so that way she could throw herself into this girl. She just couldn't do it, wow. You know, because she said, you know, that's just the roughest time. I couldn't do it because she broke down and cried. Yeah. She was, Terrie, I can't do it. You know, she was like, oof, in tears. And I'm like, I understand, you know, I mean, some of the characters, they are hard. Yeah. Because you have to feel the characters, you know, because you've got to be the characters.
Right.
So.
Right.
It's hard. But that was the toughest one
that you had seen. Yeah. Now, talking about some of the projects, what kind of are you working on any projects now? I know Suddenly Real is that in post or pre-production or?
Well, I'm no longer working for Suddenly Real. They already have a cast crew, okay. So I'm no longer working for them. You know, some issues came up, and
okay. Well, things happen. Things happen.
Yeah, but like Surviving the Undead, man, that one's going great. I casted for them, and I'm just so proud of them, you know. And every time they tag me in a post, you know, I'm like, oh, look, you know, this is awesome. Yeah, and I let Todd know. I let him know, you know, hey, I'm so proud. Keep up the awesome work. You know, that's all I can say is I'm proud of him. You know, he's come a long way. He really has. Listen, he's great.
Terrie, let me tell you something. Okay, that I have to tell you something about that. Listen, you have done a phenomenal job when it comes to doing casting for Surviving the Undead. Okay, I looked, I looked at, I was watching an episode just the other night, myself, and I was like, wow. And I had to ask Todd. I spoke to Todd and I said, wow, was that the season finale? Because it almost seemed like a season finale. How do and these characters are so well placed. How was it? Did you have any ritual or any method for casting for them, or was you just look, or did you just stick to the hard ass attitude?
I just did the hard cast attitude.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I do. Because the characters I want to see them.
Wow.
I don't want to see you read. I don't want to see you reading. Because if I see you reading, I'm going to cut you off. You have to actually talk like you and I are talking now.
Right.
I don't want to see no fake, because there's no fake into a character.
Right.
I want to see you throw into a character. That's what I want to see talent.
Yeah.
My next goal is talent and how you can do the character and how you can carry that character with you.
Yeah, they were able to do that. I mean, even down to the wow, I almost gave so much away the other day talking to Todd, because when I started talking to Terrie, I accidentally give stuff away and just carry on. even down to even down to the little girl, like I was amazed. I mean, I was like, wow, like just the personality behind this. It's almost like these people are really naturally living this, which quite naturally they are on the scene. But wow, that was something else. Are you going to
Todd
yeah.
has a great cast and he has an awesome crew.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. I mean, I loved working with him, and I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would honestly do it again, because I've even learned so much from Todd.
Right.
But Todd is good. He's a good man. He's a person, and he's so awesome to work for.
Right.
Really.
Now.
But and
go ahead.
And I'm also currently working on my own, so
yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly it. And I wanted to savor that flavor. But yeah, like let's talk about that. Talk about your project you're working on now too. Look, I know that's going to be amazing.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. I can't say much about it, but it's the title of it. The stranger comes to Texas, because he is a stranger, right. And the main character is Leonardo, aka David. Everything wraps around him. He's full of mysteries, dark secrets, and very clever, twisted.
Wow.
So the movie's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. I'm working very hard on it. Rocky, he's working very hard on it. My manager, Matt Trason, I just love my manager. He's awesome. Yeah. He's working real hard on it. And Kristen West, she's my line producer, and she's working. I mean, we're all working hard on it. Yeah. And it's
and the sound,
it's gonna be great.
that song you sent me the other day was I love that song too.
Yes, that song wraps around David and Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because he is a stranger and she is sleeping with a stranger.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. See, you gave a little bit away right then.
Not much.
yeah.
I know what I can talk about, and I know what I can't talk about.
So are you gonna now? Handling so many hands, or in that particular project, are you gonna do the casting? Are you doing the casting for Stranger Comes to Texas too?
Yes, I'm doing I'm the casting director for that as well. I'm the owner and producer. Wow. But I'm also going to cast it. Yes.
Are you going to do any acting in this one, Terrie?
Yes, I'm going to be Jamie.
Uh-oh. Okay. So we know that. So we look. I'm assuming you're going to be difficult on yourself. Now, let me ask you that.
Yeah, I will.
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say. So okay, now how do you ever run into the situation like do you ever get stumped when you're about to play a role?
Yes, I
Okay.
think we all do.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine. But now you were kind of able to write yourself into this one though, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, when I was writing on Jamie, because what was told to me what Jamie was like, like, wait a minute,
Uh-huh.
she's a lot like me. That's me. That's not Jamie. That's me.
Yeah.
And then I was writing her out, and I'm like, this chick is more like me every day.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. But the person, I'm going to go back to Leonardo for a minute, a.k.a. David. The person that I get to play Leonardo, Leonardo is a very strong person, and they will be able to feel him.
Oh.
Because, I feel him, yes, I feel him when I write him, because Leonardo, he's a mystery, he's dark, and he's clever, twisted. And, you will be able to feel him, and I'll go, oh, Lord have mercy. This guy is too strong for me. I don't know if I can keep on writing, because you will actually feel him. I mean, he had passed away a couple of months ago, and his body has gone back to Italy. But the family still wants me to go on, with it and everything. So that's what I'm doing. But it's just like Leonardo, he's very, very strong. He'll get you.
Yeah.
He's how to get you. So whoever playing this part, I hope they like it.
Wow.
I hope they really like it, because it's gonna be something.
So now
they're really gonna feel him.
So now are we looking in a category? Are we looking in a category of drama, or is it going to be kind of a bit of a love story? Because I know there's obviously going to be some love in there. It's kind of self-explanatory. But will there be a bit of crime, or is it just a kind of a mix of everything? What category?
It's gonna be a mix of everything in there. But most of it's gonna be mystery.
Oh,
okay. And dark secret.
Oh.
Because there's also someone that comes from Italy to find him, and that's the mystery part. And I ain't gonna say who it is.
What? Oh wow!
Yeah.
So he done slid out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mix of everything. I mean, because Jamie is the love of Leonardo's life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be a mix of everything's gonna be a mystery. They're just gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. And okay, all right. So I won't drag you too much into that, because I was going to say, what? No. Somebody's coming all the way from Italy to get this guy?
Well, no, she keeps an eye on him for a while.
Oh, okay, all right. So now, all right. So now, are you looking for maybe trying to release that in 2016 sometime, or?
Well, we're gonna start filming it in 2015. What I would like to do is start filming it around April, because we're gonna film it in Poteet, Texas. All this actually happened in Mania, Texas.
Oh, okay.
But we could fix everything up. We could fix Poteet, Texas up to look like Mahia, but yeah, I would like to start it like in April next year, right when the Strawberry Festival's coming out.
Oh, okay. The Strawberry Festival, is that going to be in Texas?
Yeah, that's in Poteet, Texas.
Oh, okay.
That's just a hop and skip away from me.
How do you enjoy the film? How do you enjoy the film festivals? Like, when they come around, and you one of those people who you kind of like to be on the spot, or when you have a movie in the festival, you just kind of sit back and wait on the results, or do you go out and just kind of have fun?
Well, I just go out and have fun, because there's a lot of interesting people that you can meet there. And celebrities, they're there as well.
Right.
You'd be amazed at how many celebrities live right there in San Antonio.
Well, yeah, I can believe that. As a matter of fact, yeah, a lot of people are into. Yeah,
Yeah, that I never thought that lived in San Antonio because their profile was L.A., California. I'm like, wait a minute here, you know. And one of them I did talk to, and I asked him about that, and he told me, he goes, now, Terry, let me say something to you. He started laughing at me. And I go, what? He goes, now, yeah, I could put where I really live, but if I do that, who do you think will come knocking down my door? I'm like, well, yeah, you got a point, so that's why you put, he goes, yeah, that's why I put, you know, I still live in Los Angeles, but really I don't.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want them coming knocking down my door. And I'm like, gotcha, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
that does make sense. I've been guilty of trying such trickery in the past myself. Terry, I don't even know if I needed to do that. Like, I'd have felt bad if nobody came knocking down my door, right? So I'm like, what am I doing this for? But yeah, I know how that can feel. But you know what? I have to ask you now, what is a little bit, and just tell a little bit, and it's got to be hard for you to do this one because you are playing the role. But what's a little bit about Jamie's character? Like, is she on the wild side? Is she, you know, does she have her dark secrets, or is she serious, or what's she like?
Jamie is, she's a laid-back person. She's a good person. She's beautiful. Mm-hmm. She has a beautiful smile. Mm-hmm. But that smile, don't trust it.
Uh-oh.
You don't trust it.
That's what I want. That's all I wanted to know right there.
Just don't trust it. Now her best friend Claudia. Claudia, she's funny. She's crazy. She's a wild one, even though she's married. She likes to flirt, even though she's married. But that's how she goes. She loves her husband very well. All she'll do is just flirt and wink at a guy. And like, oh, Jamie, look at that. Look how fine. But that's Claudia. Right. But. Don't turn your back on Claudia, you make her mad. She's got that bad.
See, you know what? I like this. I love the way that I love the way this is sounding, because I'm gonna tell you why. It seems like it sounds like it's got that good old down home vibe to it. Okay. Where so many people listen, you get that wholesome hello, how you doing, nice to see you, but then it's also that other side where we can get gritty too at the same time.
Right.
You know, I like that as well. So now going back a little bit to just, you know, some of the other, you know, films that you've been in, like Independent Medieval. What was that about?
Oh, Independent, I signed a 3-year contract with them back in 2005. Yeah. That's when I had my manager in San Antonio, Gene Alvarez. He was a great manager. So he was so proud of me to where he just put me in the newspapers and everything like that. And then a couple of months after that, he had passed away. But anyway, Independent Medieval, that was an awesome movie. It never hit because they're like, well, it's not up to our standards, so we can't use it. You have to remake it. So that's what they're doing now, is they're trying to remake it. But my best part is where, you know, because I have a picture on it to where me and this girl standing there, and I ran up to her, and her tribe's the one that kidnapped my tribe. Oh. Well, she gets me, and she puts me in this, with my tribe, in this built-up thing. You know, so I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to make, okay, I need to get my people out of here. I need to get out of here. You know, and so me and this other girl that's in my tribe, you know, we work up something. But the best part about that is right at the end, I get to kill this girl, and I didn't even get in trouble for it.
Oh, wow. Okay. I want to add, look, did you get the well, shoot. Okay, stop me if you can't give it away, but did you get to stab her, shoot her? Did you choke her? Stomp on her?
No, what she carried was this long stick with the arrow on it, and we ended up fighting, and, you know, I somehow got the stick away from her.
Oh, wow.
And as she was coming at me, I stabbed her with it.
Hey, that felt good to be able to do that just on camera. Not in real life, but just on.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on camera.
Wow, that's good. Let me ask you, if you what would be your favorite role? What would be your favorite role to play? If you could just kind of write yourself in or say who you wanted to play, would you be the mystery lady or the psycho lady or the lucky lady? Who would you play?
I would probably play the psycho lady.
Everybody says that. What is it about that?
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing because I feel like and I have that guilty pleasure myself for the same way. I would, if I'm playing the role, I would want to be the mysterious guy that's up to a little bit of evil. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, but just a little bit. Wow. So we'll look forward. Well, you said it, so hopefully we'll look forward to you putting together a film where you get to play that too. Now you're not gonna be Psycho in Stranger Comes to Texas, are you?
No.
Okay. All right. But just don't. But
no, Claudia does
that. Okay. but as for Jamie, just don't trust her.
Just don't trust her.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, with Jamie, you can trust Jamie, but Claudette, don't turn your back.
Oh man. I don't know. It sounds like Jamie and Claudette might do a little disagreeing in the film themselves.
Well, no, because they're best friends.
Oh.
They went to school, they graduated. They're more like sisters, so they have each other's backs. But there is a certain girl that does come and start stuff with Jamie, and Claudette don't like it. But Jamie ends up whooping that butt.
Uh-oh. Look, there you go. You keeping some action in there. So what? Now on that project, are you okay? Yeah, you're acting it. You're acting in it. Now, are you and you're casting? Now, are you going to be directing and producing and all those different hats you're wearing, or?
No. I'm having an A-list, and I cannot reveal his name until he tells me.
Uh-oh.
He's a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 celebrities, so I cannot reveal their names
Okay.
until they tell me that I can.
Right.
As soon as they tell me, hey, Terrie, mention me, there's going to be a picture of him up there, say yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But this A-list, he's going to be the main director.
Okay.
Because I already talked to him about that. And he goes, well, Terrie, why don't you be the main director? I mean, it's your movie. No, because you're better, and I can do more.
Yeah.
I know how to direct, but I'm in for more,
Right.
So I could learn more off of him. And he agreed with me. He goes, yes, I am pretty good. I'm like, okay, your head's swelling. So, but, they've been in movies. Everybody knows them. Yeah. They've been in movies, and one of them is Cena. One of them is in Cena.
Oh, wow.
And that's all I'm saying. That's because I can't. Everybody's like, come on, nope, I can't.
That's right.
Because they follow. Because they're on my Facebook. If they see that I told, they'll back out, and I'm not having that. No way. I'm just not.
Exactly.
Their aliases on my Facebook. They're underneath a different name.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. You got to keep it straight and narrow. Now, Now with casting, being a casting director, do you get stalked sometimes? Do you get those people who just kind of try to jump in out of nowhere and hop into a film and just kind of try to sell themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
I get a lot of that, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And just like I tell these people too, I said, if you get the part, I'm gonna call you back.
Right.
If I don't call you back, that means you didn't get it. But they always seem to email me, Terrie, what's going on? Did I get the part? I'm very nice and sweet, and so I email them back because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I will keep you in the future. I'll keep you in my books in the future.
Right, in case anything else comes up. Because sometimes you might run into people who audition for a part, and you can tell right away that they might not be good for that part, but they might fit somewhere else.
Right. I could tell by looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just by looking at them. I'm like, this chick ain't gonna make it, this dude ain't gonna make it. But, you know, again, they have a chance for me to hear them out.
You know what? I'm gonna ask this question. If you can't answer it, fine. You know, understandable now, because I get this. This is like a personal me question here. Okay, when I get these ideas from people all the time, and this is, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A police officer is like the last thing that I really care to play, just because I kind of want to be the bad guy sometimes, or I want to be the hero guy. Okay, now just from a few pictures. Just from a few pictures that you've seen, that you've probably seen of me, I get these stories all the time about playing an undercover cop, and I'm like, I don't think that.
Yeah.
What? Oh wow.
Or a gangster. I pictured you as a gangster because of your attitude, the way you talk, you slang. Yeah. You know, I'm like, man, this dude's good.
Yeah. See, that's. Thank you, because that's what I was trying to say too. I'm like, how in the world I'm thinking maybe a crooked undercover cop, you know what I'm saying? But okay, all right. Cause I had to hear that from you. I had to get that confirmation from you to see if you felt that way, because I'm like, what in the world? I didn't know if I was, if that's just what people were thinking because of the, maybe the bald head and the look and things like that. But great, everybody. See, that's.
So what I got from you, from your interviews, your what you call, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Your videos, it's just the way I said, man, he'd be good as a gangster.
Yeah. Well,
he'd be yeah. So it's a gangster part that I would put you in.
Right.
Yeah.
The classy, but I look, more the classy kind of gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had macho gangster.
Yeah, not the thug, y'all. Yeah. Not, look, for all the listeners out there, not the thug guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
No, you be the guy that utters the people. Yeah, you go get this person right now. Would you hear me what I'm telling you?
Yeah. I tried to do some little web series where I was like that, where I was trying to be kind of bossy. I'm gonna finish working on those and get those together too. So, you know what, and I'm gonna get your critique, and sometimes I'm gonna try to get you to help me on something too. I know you're gonna be a lot busy, but from time to time, I'd love to work with you someday.
I would love to work with you too.
That'd be great.
And Matt's good to work with too. Matt, I just love that man to pieces, because I've had so many managers, but I've had managers that would stand behind me or stand in front of me, but not even be there for you.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of managers that's like that. But Matt, he's one of a kind. He stands right there, right beside you, and he never, ever leaves you out of his sight. Never. He always clocks on you, and he always checks on you. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? What you doing? Yada. He's always clocking in on you, and that's what makes me feel good about him.
Yeah, Matt.
He's an awesome manager. He's a great manager.
Yeah, Matt. Matt is. Sorry, go ahead, Terry.
I couldn't ask for a better manager. Yeah. I really couldn't. I'm glad I have him.
Yeah.
Even though he's up in California, I still have a fantastic manager, and that's Matt Chasen.
Yeah, Matt.
So
Matt is always, look, Matt is a hard working gentleman, as a matter of fact. Big shouts out to Matt. He when I reach out, I tell you what, when I reach out to Matt, the first thing Matt's two main statements to me is how soon and how many. And I'm like, I'm like, wow. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So Matt's always on his job and ready to roll. And, and a lot of people, I always get great rapport about Matt, but it just shows because he's always ready to roll. The ball is always dropping with Matt. And, the same. I'm looking forward to doing a lot with Matt too. So big shouts out to Matt, and an extremely huge thank you to Matt for just the contributions that he's also made towards my show as well. He's been phenomenal, in helping out with me also. So big shouts out to him. And look, we've got more plans too, Matt and I. So everybody be looking out for that as well. Look, Matt keep
Awesome.
whenever I ask Matt one question, Terry, from that point on, he keeps me busy.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about
He
it.
will. He will. He keeps me busy.
Yeah.
Because all I could ask is like, I could ask him something. He goes, well, go to such and such.
Yeah.
So I go to that person. Okay, this and that. So, and, he can't wait till the Stranger Comes to Texas comes out either.
Yeah.
I mean, that poor man, he's worked so hard on it, to get me people, and he's worked fantastic with it.
You know what?
Matt is great. I love the guy. I can't say more about Matt to where I'm grateful for him, and I'm so glad that the good Lord has sent me Matt. Matt's my angel.
You know what?
Hey,
I tell you what, Terry, you might need to cast Matt in some some movies, because just hey Matt, if you're listening out there, when you hear this, man, you know what I'm saying? Remember I said it, because the way Matt gets down, I can see Matt in a movie. I can see Matt in a film kind of being kind of bossy too, just with his persona.
Yeah,
his get her done attitude.
No, but when we started filming, and all that, I mean, I'm having some people already coming down because they want to meet me and they want to go to the Riverwalk, and all that. I go, cool, maybe I can get Matt to come down here, and join us.
Yeah.
And especially when we start filming, I would like for him to come down here. And also, I would like for him, because he's part of this movie too. Right. It's going to be titled Matt Chasen, Terrie, and Swygart,
Oh, okay.
And, because he's worked hard. He deserves it. He really does.
Yeah.
And just like because this movie, for Donato's sake, it has to walk the red carpet for his sake.
Yeah.
It has to. And like I told Matt, I said, Matt, when I walk this red carpet and I get that reward in my hand, you better be there, dude. Because I'm handing it straight to you. I'm going to call you up there, and I'm giving this award to you. Because he deserves it. He's worked so hard.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So see that, Matt? You heard it right there. So be ready. Be ready. Go ahead, take some time off, get away, tell somebody to answer the phone calls and handle the meetings, and head on out there to the red carpet. Absolutely.
Head on down here to Texas first. You gotta come here first.
All right. And you're gonna have you have a good time in Texas too. Oh wow.
Yeah, he will.
He would love it.
Yeah, I mean,
that
is great.
Now, social media wise, Terry, and your website and everything like that. Let everybody know where if they can follow you on Facebook, or are you doing the Twitter thing?
Yes, I'm doing Twitter thing. I told you my Twitter.
Okay.
At T Swygart. Yes. and I'm also on Lincoln. I'm also on Stage 32. And plus my Facebook, my fan
page, yeah.
And then I have another Facebook as well that says Terrie Swygart. Yeah, because my fan page says Terrie Ann Swygart. Well, my Facebook says Terrie Ann Swygart.
Right.
And my Lincoln, it has Terrie Ann Swygart, and so does my station too.
Okay.
Has Terrie Ann Swygart. Yeah.
Right. So everybody, make sure you go. Just go type in Terrie Ann Swygart, and she's going to pop up. And look, Terry, it's been beautiful talking to you. It's been amazing. I always enjoy interacting with you on social media as well. And look, I want to send a special thank you to you as well for you just being so supportive. From day one of our interaction. I greatly appreciate it. When I look up, it's Terry being supportive, and I just want you to know that, myself, the show, and Just Here Hotline Radio, we have your back 100%, and we're here for you too.
Well, thank you, and I want to thank you too for being supportive.
Yeah.
Because you share my stuff as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of people that does. You and Matt, y'all share the most.
Yeah.
And I want to, give a shout out to you because you're awesome. You're just great. And I'm not here to make you melt, okay? But I'm telling you the truth.
I told you that. Hey, I know, right? I know, right? You're good at that. You're good at that, Terrie.
But, you know, too, I want to give a special thanks out to my manager, Matt Chasen. God love him. You know, thank you for being there every match.
Yeah. And you know what?
You know?
Yeah, and you know what? And he's doing the right thing because we already know to expect. You know, everybody knows to expect huge things from Terrie and Swygart now and in the future. And I'm looking forward. Look, I'm waiting for Stranger Comes to Texas too. So look, we're gonna make sure that we're blasting that and that we keep promoting that and everything you do. And soundtracks also. You know, your scores from the film and things like that. Make sure you send them over to me so I can, you know, play some of those on the radio station too when I'm playing music and keep those going. I like them. I also like them.
Sure will.
I love them for my personal listening pleasure too. I told you that track you sent me the other day. I could see myself in the car riding down the road to that one. That's one of those.
That one is a pretty good song. That one is a good song.
Yeah.
You know.
That's one of those. Sorry.
When I first heard that song, I was like, "Oh, there's Jamie and David right there." So yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those thinkers right there. Where you're on the way to see somebody.
Yeah, it is, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Listen. And hopefully, I'll get to come down to Texas soon. When I get to come down there, we'll hook up. We'll have lunch, dinner, and chit chat, and all of that good stuff.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. And, you know, another thing, too, my funding is fixing to go out. Yeah. As soon as I get, you know, this Stranger Comes to Texas poster with Leonardo's picture on it. Mm-hmm. But also, I'm going to have, like a little fundraiser here in Stockdale. Okay. And it's going to be like where, you know, where people come, you know, because those two celebrities are going to be here as well. We're going to play music. But I would also like for you to come so that way you can put it on your radio station.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so that way you can come and join the fun and all that. And Matt Chasen, he's got to be here.
Right.
No doubt about that. Hands down. My manager has to be here. But, you know, it's going to be fun. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Well, you know what, too, and that's a great idea, Terrie. Also, because I have been making certain announcements, but what I'm getting ready to do is kind of go visual also anyway, because I do the radio, but a lot of people kind of know me for being in front of the camera with the show. So I'm getting ready to take the show back to being visual now, so people can watch what's going on. So that's actually a perfect idea. So we don't have to we can air it on the radio station audio, but the great thing is we'll make it so that people can just watch the event that's going on also.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be able to because there's going to be filmmakers that are filming it.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be awesome. Well, we'll be right out there with the cameras also. We're going to have some fun then, too.
We sure will.
Lots of laughs and good times in store.
Oh, you know it is.
Absolutely. All right, everybody out there listening all across the land, of course, you know you're tuned into the number one station on the net, Hotline Radio, Keith Harris Show, and I'm here talking to the wonderful Terrie and Swygart. For anybody out there, excuse me, in case you missed some of this conversation from the beginning, so everyone knows this will be posted in full on social media this afternoon, so you can check it out on your Facebook sites, your Twitter pages, YouTube links, and everything like that at Keith Harris Show GN. I'm sure Terrie's going to also put her link and our link up as well, so everybody can check it out and listen to it there. Listen, Terrie, it's been a pleasure. And look, come back soon.
I will, and thank you so much for having me on your show. I really enjoyed it. I had a blast.
I know, right? I've got another one to do after that, but I love to sit here and just kind of kick it for 30, 45 more minutes. It'd be wonderful. But look, we'll talk soon again. We love you. Keep doing your thing. Listen, everybody out there, make sure you keep looking out for Stranger Comes to Texas. And also, we'll be putting up the links for everybody to join the fundraiser and show your support. Also, and get involved with this project as much as possible. Also, too, Terrie, we love you much.
I love you too, dude.
All
Keep
right.
up your good work.
All right, absolutely. And again, thank you for making me melt, Terrie.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And again, thank you so much for having me on your show. We have to do this again, you know.
All right, we sure will. Listen, enjoy some of that rain out there. Look, man, you promised me you send me some of that rain my way now. So let's get it.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do, if it'll work, I'm going to do my little rope and rope it. So go to California. Go to Keith.
Texas, right.
Go to Keith. Go to California.
Texas style.
That's it.
All right.
Texas style. And when you see that little rope screaming at you, this is from Terrie, Keith. You know, oh, there's Texas style. There's my Texas girl.
There we go. Lasso me on up. All right. All right, Terrie. We'll be talking to you soon, babe.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody out there all across the land, you are tuned into the #1 station on the net, Hotline Radio, and I'm Keith Harris, host of the Keith Harris Show. Of course, that was the wonderful, amazing, multi-talented Terrie Ann Swygart. It's been a pleasure speaking with her. Don't forget, you can also, once again, pick up this full conversation in case you missed any on the social media sites coming up soon, all right? Don't you touch that dial.